Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Big Russ for Road Trippin' RC, and it's been a while. Um, so, since my last video, this is kind of just a quick little update. I'm no longer working on the road. Um, just time, time to change, and haven't really had a chance to take my trucks out until last week, and something broke. I was on TikTok Live out at Fort Fisher, crawling, all that fun stuff with the TRX4. And let me show you what happened. So, a quick update on the TRX4 build. I've got the inner fenders in, which, as you can see, all this sand. It did a pretty good job of keeping. I did roll the truck, so some sand did get in, but it did a pretty good job of keeping inside clean. I've also swapped out for a cantilever rear suspension setup, and I've got it pretty much maxed out right now. But as you can see, yeah, something ain't right here. What had happened, that's wheel hardware. I lost one of these, okay? And, it's not an expensive fix. It's just an annoying fix. So my upper link mount decided to yeet itself while playing in the sand. I will preface this with always check your rigs before you go out. I thought it was good when I left. I double checked everything, and sometimes, stuff happens. It's an easy fix. I'll show you. It's just a single bolt, and I'll show you some of the things that I've done since the last time y'all have seen this truck. So obviously, this screw right here is the one I lost. It just worked itself out while I was running. But this right here is one of the most controversial setups you can run on a crawler or a trail truck. Now, I did this for two reasons. One, obviously, this works. It always works. Okay? But when you do the stuff that I do with it, you tend to bend them. With this, I don't get a lot of side to side play anymore. Not that I had much to begin with, but this is full droop. Okay. Now, let's see if I can do this and show you properly. So, there's no oil in these shocks yet. Okay. That's literally just spring pressure, and it gives me much more response when I'm trying to climb the rocks down at the beach. Okay. Another thing I've done is, obviously, I changed out my wheels and tires. These are some no-name AliExpress specials. They got some weight to them. A very truck-like tire compound in tread design, and the foams in them they're not super soft and they're not super hard. They're a good medium compound, I would say, but they are smaller than the factory Canyon Trails on these RC Lions. One of the reasons I swapped my RC Lions out was, let's see, which one is it? Oh, this one. There's 4 screws that hold the bead lock together. I'm missing one. I don't know how. I've had multiple of these screws just fall out on all of them. Don't get me wrong, I love the design of this wheel. I think it looks great. I'm not overly enthusiastic about the design on this wheel, but the only accessory screws are right here. They literally hold the little spider cap on, and as you can see, I've already lost one. So obviously you get what you pay for when you buy wheels and tires offline. Fortunately, my local shop is starting to get more crawler stuff in, which I'm like, yes. Obviously they got a lot of RTRs, but they're starting to pick up more parts and accessories such as wheels and tires. I went in today to pick up that package of screws, and they had a lot more tires in stock now than they've had in over a year. Like I said, my local scene is mostly drag racing right now, so we're kind of relegated to buying stuff offline because the local shop just doesn't support us. Now, the technician at the shop is starting to build an SCX 10.2 for a customer. So maybe, just maybe, we'll start to see some more crawler parts in stock. They have the motor I want for my SCX 10.2 in stock. The Fusion Pro, the Hobby Wing. They've got the SE and the Pro. The SE is the one you want. Price point, it's $70 versus the Pro at $150, and it just doesn't have all the frills and shit that the Pro has. I've left my tripod in the car. So maybe by the end of the year the 10.2 will be done. I still got to get my body shipped up here from Florida. Just haven't had the money, really, to pay for the work and everything. And it sucks because I was working all these hours and I was literally just playing catch up with bills. So, that being said, if anybody's interested in a comp build, my SCX 24, this little guy will be, I guess I'll sell it $200. I've got over 300 invested in it. I don't use it. I have nowhere to really use it at. We don't have comps out here for the small scale trucks. We rarely have comps for the big trucks just because of where I'm at. And if anybody's wondering about the size difference, here you go. That's a 1.9 with like a 4-inch tire. That's the rig. That's my front fender, okay? To give you an idea how small this thing is. Here we go. Nintendo Switch OLED. It's a little bigger than the screen on the Switch. Gives you an idea. $200. I'll package it up, ship it out. The only thing you won't get is the controller. It does use the factory ESC receiver combo, so easy switch. Hell, I do 150 and you have to do your own setup. So that's just a quick catch up. Obviously I fixed my truck. Obviously I'm gonna break it again because that's what we do. Build it, break it, have fun, do it again. I will be getting a hardware kit. Both these trucks will probably end up with a Fusion SE within the next year. Yeah. My Defender build is kind of on hold right now until I can get some things settled. I've got the body to start cutting up. I gotta have time to sit down and start cutting it and trying to plastic weld everything back together and glue it back together so it looks right, body work it, get the trailer to start cutting it up. And because I don't own a 3D printer, I'm gonna have to get creative on how I mount my electronics and stuff, which might be a time for a nice little upgrade, if you know what I mean. Get rid of the Traxxas motor and ESC for maybe a Komodo setup. Definitely brushless, something brushless. So that being said, I'm Big Russ. This is Road Trippin' RC. I'll catch y'all in the next video.